the present tense. I what? Page 9 in grammar book, green book. Green book. Okay, so starting with present tense, I think. You think. But what changes with he, she, and it? Yes, with an S. He thinks. She thinks. It thinks. And then back to just think. Think. What I want you to notice is we add the S for he, she, and it on all of the verbs. Look back at talk. We have I talk, you talk, then we have he talks. We change to he here, he thinks. So same pattern every time. How about in the negative? I don't. Yes, I don't think. Or I do not think. But I like the contraction. You don't think. And how about for he?
He don't think.
No, it changes for he. What does it change to?
I don't.
Let's look back at to talk. How did it change for to talk?
Doesn't.
Yes, doesn't. Doesn't. So he, she, and it is doesn't talk. He doesn't talk. He doesn't talk. Good morning.
Good morning.
It doesn't talk. And then they and we back to don't. Okay, now I am asking the question in present tense. What do I say for I? Yes, do I think? Do you think? How about he? Does. Yes, does he think? So he, she, and it changes to does. Does he think? Does she think? Does it think? And then we back to do. Okay, how about present continuous right now? This is when we use the to be verb. Yes. I am thinking. Good. I am thinking. How about you? Yes, you are thinking. And he? Yes, is thinking. Same for he, she, and it. Always she is thinking. It is thinking. How about they? Are thinking. We are thinking. Okay, how about in the negative, but I want to use the contraction? Yes, I'm thinking, or I'm not thinking, sorry. I'm not thinking. For you? Aren't. Good, that's a hard word. You aren't thinking. He isn't. We're gonna use the contraction, isn't thinking. Same, she isn't thinking. It isn't thinking. And for they? Yes, back to aren't. How about the question? Yeah. Which word goes here in the beginning? Yes, am I thinking? How about you? Are you thinking? He?
Is he?
Yes. Is he thinking? Is she thinking? Is it thinking? And they. Yes. I heard that was good. Are they thinking? Are we thinking? Okay, to think is an irregular verb. That means in the past tense the word changes. It is not thinked. Does anybody know what is to think in the past tense? Not thinked. Anybody know what it is? past tense to think is thought. I thought. And it's the same for all. I thought, you thought, she thought, we
What?
thought.
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 Thought. Yes.
Thought. I don't use
I thought about it yesterday. How about in the negative with the contraction? Yeah, I didn't. Didn't. I didn't think. Same for all. I didn't think, we didn't think, she didn't think. Everybody try saying that word, thought.
Thought.
Thought. Yes. Thought. Good.
I think
Yes. Thought. And in the question, a did comes out front. Did I think? And it's the same for all again. Did I think? Did it think? Did they think? Same. I heard it in audio. What is it in the future? I will.
think.
Yes. I will think. And same for all. I will think, you will think, we will think. Yes, in the future it's will not, but I want to use the contraction. What's the contraction for will not? Yes, won't. I won't think. Same. And for the question, that will comes out front. Will I think? Will you think? Same. Will they think? Past and future, you just have to remember one thing. When you are finished, you can put your grammar book away for today. Put grammar away. Back in your folder. We are going to do question of the day fast today because I have a lot I want to do today. So I'm not going to give you very much time to talk. But let's do men and women. So Artem and Alexander, you can speak. Nadia, Sarah, and Sylvia, you can speak. Again, we're going to be quick with our question. Our question today is, what are 2 things you are good at? That means you know how to do it very well. Maybe you could teach somebody else how to do it because you are good at it. It can be anything. It can be cooking, fishing. Maybe you know how to sew. Maybe you're an artist. 2 things that you are good at. I want you to tell that to your speaking partners. I would like it to be a skill, like something you learned how to do and now you can do it well.
Я тоже, я даже не прошу буквы.
Хорошо думаешь?
Нет, что ты хорошо делаешь? Вот так, two things, какие 2 штуки, you are good at. У тебя хорошо получается. Нет, это уже не думать, это уже штука. У них все, что не имеет названия, все штука. What I think, что это за штука? Когда ты не знаешь, как называется твой кап. Ты говоришь, what I think. Что это за штука? Штука. No, не think, именно не it, а именно штука. Они все называют штука, если они не знают, что это. Вот. Поэтому все штуки.
Я смотрел, это тоже думать, да?
Там здесь think, а там thingy стоит JS. Оно читается одинаково, но имеется в виду другое. Ну, то есть ты показываешь, что what I think. This fire alarm. Это все штуки. Что фильм с переводом не помнишь? Что это за штука? Дай-ка сюда эту штуку. Как и говорят.
English.
Translate.
I am translating him.
Oh, okay.
I'm translating him.
Okay, good.
Okay. What are the things you are good at? Come on.
I think good погода.
Ты делаешь хорошую погоду?
Я думаю,
Но мы сейчас не думаем.
мы делаем.
Мы делаем, да. Что ты умеешь, короче? Гвозди бить там.
I think good construction, tractor machinery
Who
and
machinery? А, трактор.
tractor machinery and replace cars
Ага.
and construction. This is 3 things.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good cooking.
What
I'm very good. I'm very good cooking. Yes, I like it.
what you cooking?
Борщ. I like into French mint, you know? Mint, the French mint. Это мозг, не мозг по-французски. И French mint, yes, I like it. And I cook. Тут сидит эта фабрика. Особенно I don't like, когда мясо мелкими слайсами порезано. У нас пацаны по 5 минут, первая смена, один стоял. И нам оставляют без трубив. Мужики хавайте.
You work still in the store?
Yes, I work to shop. We make flash. Это же construction. Металл, который идет на эти. Да, ну, мы счета делаем, который идет на водопой, или на сайдинг, разные вот эти вот, там иксы, HE, L и так далее. Разные конструкции, это мы все делаем. Если тебе нужен флешинг, свистни, мы организуем. What I like, what I would think else, I would play football. I would use the computer. I would drive car. I would drive boat.
Лодка. Лодка.
Лодка. Корабль ship. And yes, use computer and what else? Drive forklift, yes. Шабу гоняем, как дикий.
Okay, tell me, what are you good at? Nadia, what are you good at?
And talk for my friends.
Talking. You love to talk. Yes. That's good. So cooking and talking to your friends. Sarah, what are you good at?
I do good cooking and make my hand make something. Paper,
Origami?
origami.
Oh, I love origami. I can only make one thing, a bird. I can make a bird. That's it. Yes. Sylvia, what are you good at? Painting. Painting. So you're all good at cooking. Same for all of you. Nice.
That's ladies.
Artem, what
Yeah.
are you good at?
I good cooking.
Oh, gentlemen.
Yes,
Cooking.
yes, cooking. I good use the computer. What else? I'm good driving car
Mm.
and many things.
I'm a bad driver.
What?
You see me on the road, you go over.
Okay.
I'm not good. I don't like to drive. Okay, Alexander, what are you good at?
I think good up and service tractor machinery.
Service
Tractor machinery.
Ooh,
Надо перевести на слово
let
трактор.
me see. Is this what you're
Сейчас
saying?
попробуем перевести.
I know he likes to
And
drive on the
cars
snow, mountain.
and techniques.
Let me see something.
Трактор как переводишь? Трактор или эгри-мотор.
Oh.
Ну тут имеется в виду трактор, скорее всего. Трактор
Let me see.
это тягач.
Do you mean like this?
Yes.
Yeah, tractor, you can drive tractor?
Yeah. All tractors.
I mean,
Что в этом быть?
and what else are you good at? Tractor and what?
Cars,
Driving cars?
driving cars and replacement cars.
Oh, you can fix cars?
Fix.
Mm.
Aftershop, engine replacement, transmission replacement,
Oh, yeah. This is
body shop.
like this.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So you can fix cars
Fix
and
cars,
drive
yes.
cars. Oh, very good, very good. Okay, good question. All right, so I want you to go back to your spot and turn to this page in your orange book where you wrote your sentences yesterday about yourself and about other people.
Аппликацию можешь делать? Не предварительно?
Не, я просто юзер.
Is it orange?
Графика и
Yeah.
что-то нет.
Your orange fitting in book. Turn to this page.
Fitting in?
Yeah.
Oh, green. Oh, green.
I'm writing over here just for you, Sarah.
Huh?
I'm writing over here.
Oh, thank you.
So you know in English, I told you this before, we start out with letters. How many letters in English? How many letters in the English language?
26.
Yes, 26 letters. And we turn those letters into words. How many words in the English language? Very many, right?
Yeah.
And this is where you start when you're learning English. We call this vocabulary.
Yeah.
When you learn English, you learn so many words. Same with me, I'm learning Spanish, so many words. Then we learn to put the words together to make what?
Текст?
Sentence.
Sentence, yes.
Sentence.
Sentence, потом текст.
And when I can put together a sentence, I can speak and read and write. Even if it's simple, right? When I am learning to speak Spanish, I can say, hello, how are you? Where's the bathroom? I don't know, something. Even simple sentences. But when I put all the sentences together, what do I make?
Text, I don't know what is. Big book.
That's even more down here.
Sentence.
That's here.
The next step, I don't know. In Russian, it's name abzats.
Starts with a P. What happens when I put sentences together? They make starts with a P.
Body,
Paragraph. There you go.
Yes.
Okay. And when we learn to write sentences in English class, all of our paragraphs are going to have at least 5 sentences. When I say at least 5 sentences, is it okay if you have 7 sentences? 7, okay?
Maybe 7, why not?
How about if you have 3 sentences? Is that okay? No. At least means 5 or more.
Sentence really hard.
Yes, they are. I agree. So this at least means 5 or more. At least. So you can have 6, 7, 10 if you're really excited about what you're writing about, but you cannot have 4 or 3 or 2 to make a paragraph. We need at least 5. Okay, and our first sentence is going to be topic sentence, or sometimes we call this introduction you saw in your vocabulary. This is first sentence. This tells you what is the paragraph going to be about. Yes? And then sentence, you saw these vocabulary words yesterday. 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 is going to be details about your topic. Right? These details have to be about this. And then my last sentence is conclusion or end. You saw these vocabulary words when we were writing yesterday. when we were reviewing the vocabulary words yesterday. So this is your introduction. This is also sometimes called the body. But what is very important is this has to be about this. So I'm going to write a very simple paragraph using some of the vocabulary that we worked on yesterday. So if I want to write about a paragraph about my daughter, my topic sentence is I have a daughter named Courtney. Okay. This is my topic sentence. I have a daughter named Courtney. So for my body, is it okay if I tell you about my dog?
No.
No, because it has to be about my topic. Is it okay if I tell you about the Seahawks?
No.
Maybe if I'm telling you how much Courtney loves the Seahawks, right? But no. All of my sentences need to be about Courtney. So my details might say, she has, I'm using the vocabulary from yesterday, brown hair and blue eyes. She is very friendly. She lives in Seattle. So all of these sentences are about Courtney. These are my details.
Yeah.
This is my daughter Courtney. She has brown hair and blue eyes. She is very friendly. She lives in Seattle. All of them are talking about Courtney. And then my conclusion, my end sentence, no more details about Courtney. I need to write something that tells you the paragraph is over. So I might say, I love my daughter. Paragraph is over. Is my paragraph at least 5 sentences? Is it?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes. And we need to be careful with the sentences too that we have. These are kind of the sentence rules. Capital letter. All sentences need to start with capital letters, end with punctuation. Punctuation is the period, question mark, exclamation point, and so all of my sentences start with the capital letter. Yes. All of these. I have punctuation. I have the subject, verb, subject, verb, subject, verb, subject, verb, subject, verb, everything. So my sentences are good. I have at least 5 sentences. This is a simple paragraph. So just for some practice, at the bottom of your paper here, I want you to write a simple paragraph like I did about someone in your family. You can write about your mother, father, husband, wife, daughter, son, anybody that you want to write about, sister. And they're going to follow this pattern. So you need to have topic sentence, and you can use my sentence. You can say, I have a wife named Nadia, if you want to do this. But make sure that your details are about your person, not about my person. So you need to change the details so that they're about your person. And our conclusion sentence doesn't have to be, I love my wife, although I'm sure you do. Some other options for this might be, I think you should meet my daughter. Tells you I think she's interesting. Or I am glad, or let me use, where do we use before? I am happy.
Артем, у тебя оффлайн переводчик? Оффлайн переводчик?
Okay, those are other options maybe for conclusion sentence.
Попроси ее,
Она что-то пыталась, не получилось.
Okay, and I want you to write a very simple paragraph
Наверное.
about someone in your family. I want you to use some of the vocabulary that we've been learning about describing things like handsome, friendly, about hair and eyes. I want you to use some of those things. If you want to tell me more than 3 details, that's okay. You can add in another detail right here if you want to. Okay? Does everyone understand?
Ага.
Yes? Okay, who are you going to write about, Sarah? Yes. Which family member will you write about?
I have one son,
Okay, so you will write about your son? Okay, Artem, who will you write about?
А?
Who are you going to write about?
Это Надя.
Okay, and Nadia, who will you write about? Artem? Sylvia, who will you write about? Your sister, your mom, your father? Your father? Good. Alexander, who will you write about?
I don't understand.
Okay, can you tell him?
Self life.
Yes.
Пиши про life.
А что писать?
Ну вот она же писала текст. I have, я имею дочку, ее зовут вот так. Потом she has, она имеет коричневые
Окей.
волосы, голубые глаза. She is very friendly.
Ну я понял, 5
Friendly, типа она очень
параграфов
добрая.
надо, да?
И 5
5 предложений.
5 sentences. Okay?
Sentence.
Okay, good. Okay, everybody ready? Just right at the bottom of this page, right here. So your 5, if you want to write in a notebook first to practice, and then write at the bottom of your page right here.
I don't really like to make a sentence.
I know you don't. That's why we need to practice more. Artem, you're first. Tell us.
Right?
Read.
I have a wife named Nadia.
Oh, I just say Artem, but I'm looking at Alexander. Sorry. Alexander's first. Go ahead. He's looking at me like, why are you saying Artem? Go ahead.
I have pretty wife named Tatiana. She has blonde hair. She has blue eyes. We live in Pialp. She likes DIY. One question. We love Jesus and how read I love my wife love me.
Yeah, we love each other.
Each other?
We love each other. So your sentence would look like this. We love each other. Good. That means you love her, she loves you. Both.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good. Great paragraph. Artem.
We have a wife named Nadia. She is very energetic. She has green eyes and striped hair. She lives together with me in Egypt. I love my wife.
Great. So that first description that you said, that word is energetic.
Energetic.
Good, energetic. Make sure you get that G sound in there. Nadia. Nadia, your turn.
I have a husband named Artem. He has brown hair and green ears.
Eyes.
Eyes. He is very serious. He live with me. With me. I love my husband.
Very good, perfect. Sylvia.
I have a father
Which? Go ahead.
named Jake.
Mm-hmm.
He is very tall and he has blue eyes and blonde hair. He has is 34 years old.
He is 34 years old, yes.
I am happy to have a father.
Great. I am happy to have a father. Good ending. Okay, Sarah.
I have one son. His name is Riley. He is very hard work. I love him. He married 5 years ago. He is a very good husband. Now he has 2 children. One is a son. His name is Leah. Daughter name is Lola. I love them. And I love and Lola. I always pray for them. I miss my baby.
Very good. Great sentence. I mean, you all wrote great paragraphs putting those sentences together. Good job. So if everyone can get a computer, please. Get a computer and log into your Canvas class. Before we get to our computer class, who has gone to tutoring this week? Only Sarah. This is tutoring. It starts this week. You can go every day for 1 hour after class. I would like everyone to go at least 1 time per week. So any day that you can go from 10 to 11. Today or tomorrow if you have not been this week. Don't forget about tutoring. So good. If you're in the right place, it should look like this. If you need help, please tell me.
I had a minor.
The 014 module, yes.
My computer is letting me a problem.
Your computer is what?
You can help me.
Click on this.
Oh,
There you go. Okay. You're here. Are you here? You're here?
Yes.
Good? Okay. Then please click on modules. You should have already completed number 1 and number 2. Yes? Number 1 and number 2. This study habits, number 4, we did this in class last week when we talked about good and bad study habits. Number 5, 6, and 7, we are not going to do these in class, but I would like you to do them at home. These are CASA's practice tests. It's very short. It's just like one question, the same that you would see in CASA's. You'll see this is a level 1, this is level 2 or 3, and if you want to try level 4, you can. But I would like you to do at least one of these at home. So at least one. If you are level 1, I would like you to do level 1 and try level 2, 3. If you are level 2 or level 3, I want you to do number 6 and try number 7. Okay? Everyone understand? Yes, so Alexander, you will do number 5 at home.
Homework?
Number 5
Okay.
at home. Okay? So what we're going to do today is number 8. So everyone click on number 8. And then click on take the quiz. And when you scroll down, you should see our words from yesterday. Yes? Okay, we're going to first practice pronunciation. So I'm going
Is
to.
it take it the quiz?
Yes, take the quiz. So you're going to hear the word and then I want you to repeat the word. The voice will say take notes, you say take notes. Okay? Ready?
Take notes. Keywords.
Keywords.
Introduction. Body. Conclusion. Details. Preview. Review. Title. Subheading. Visuals. Caption.
Okay, good job. One more time. Everybody all together. This word is what?
Take notes.
Everyone.
Take notes.
Keywords.
Keywords. Introduction. Body. Conclusion. Details.
Details.
Review. Review. Title.
Title. Everyone, title.
Title.
Good.
Subheading.
Subheading. Now, Nadia, the word that you said is subject. This is subject. But no, this is subheadings. Next word, visuals. Everyone.
Visual.
What are visuals?
Visuals.
Picture.
Pictures. Good. Together.
Graphics and diagrams.
Last word,
Caption.
caption. Okay. So these are our 5 words. We've already practiced speaking the words. Now we need to write a sentence for each word. So first word is, and you're typing these on your computer also. First word is keywords. How can I write a sentence for keywords? What are keywords?
Keywords help to me создавать. Make to sentence.
Okay, help you to make this sentence, but how about when you're reading? Because right now we're talking about reading strategies. You're right when you're writing, but we're talking about reading. So keywords are what? The most important words to understand. So when you see this sentence here, the boy runs in the park,
Yeah.
which words are the key words? Which words are the most important words for you to understand in that sentence?
All.
Not all. 3. If you only understood 3 words in this sentence, which ones would be the most important?
Boy
Yep, boy, what else?
runs.
Runs and
Park.
park. You would know who, what, and where if you understood boy runs park. If you don't know what in or the means, you can learn that later, but if you knew boy runs park, you would know, right? What the sentence means. So those are the key words. Okay. Next word is visuals. What can I say about visuals? Visuals help what? Help to understand more about the reading. So if you are reading The Boy Runs in the Park and you don't understand any of the words, but below the reading you see a picture of a boy running and you see a picture of a park, you can look at the picture and understand what the sentence means, right? So if there are pictures, it helps you to understand more about the reading. That's good. How about title?
Information.
So
Capital information.
it does, but the title, so the paragraph I wrote before about my daughter, Courtney, when I said my daughter's name was Courtney, the title would look something like this. And then I would write the paragraph. My daughter's name is Courtney. She is very friendly. When I let me show this. So when I'm looking at this reading, this is the title. So what can I say about title that we want to remember?
My car have clean title.
Oh, that's a different kind of title. That's different meaning of title. This is about reading. You are right though. The word title has two meanings. Two meanings. I'll tell you. Yeah. So you are
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So how about a reading title?
Brand.
What do we want to remember?
Brand cars and history cars, yes? Two.
Yeah. The title. What does the title tell you? Somebody help me, what can we say about the title? The title is what?
Title this one.
All visual pictures.
Oh,
History.
let's have visuals. Is short
Yes, short.
and at the beginning. So we never put a title in the middle or the end. It's always at the top, at the beginning. And the title is not a sentence. It's usually 1, 2, 3, 4 words only, no full sentence. Okay, who remembers what is caption? Caption explains the picture, or the visual, I'll say. So the caption is underneath the visual, and it says, boy at, maybe which park he's at, Bradley Lake Park. This will explain the picture. Describe the picture. Where is the conclusion? At the beginning, the middle, or the end? Start, middle, end. Conclusion. Which one?
Finish.
Yes. Yes. The conclusion. Oh, I spelled wrong. Conclusion means the paragraph or reading is finished. Over. Everyone done typing here?
You're typing.
Okay. Oh, you're still typing? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to write here for the sentence.
Okay.
You can come back and finish typing that in just a minute.
Okay.
So go down to question number 2. And we are listening for the word that is missing. Remember, you have to type the word correct spelling and also nothing else. Don't write. I think last time Sarah had a little problem because she wrote visuals and then she put a period here. No period, just the word. If you do not spell correctly and just the word, it will count it wrong. So let's listen first.
When I read or listen to new information, I like to take notes.
Did you hear it? Take notes. Let's hear it one more time.
When I read or listen to new information, I like to take notes.
So in the box, I will type take notes. Take notes. Number 3 says,
The middle section of a reading is called the body.
what is it? Body. Body.
The middle section of a reading is called the body.
The body. The last sentence to listen to.
The body of a text has details and examples to help you understand.
What word?
The body of a text has details and examples to help you understand.
Yes, details. Details. Okay, number 5 is always the tricky one, but let's try to do it together. Before you begin to read, it is a good idea to caption the text, keywords the text, or preview the text. And text means words, reading. Which one do you think? Preview. Remember, that means to look it over, to see how long is it. Maybe look at vocabulary, look at the pictures. So preview is the best word. Before you begin to read, it is always a good idea to preview the text. You can look at the conclusion, which is the name of the reading. You can look at the title, which is the name of the reading, or the details that are the name of the reading. Which word means the name of the reading? Title. Yes, title. Title is what is the reading called? So you can look at the title and look at the subheading for each section, review for each section, or take notes for each section.
I think subheading.
Yes, subheading. Remember we talked about yesterday, if I am writing about pets, the subheadings are dogs, cats, birds. That's subheading. After you finish reading, you can review the text, visuals the text, or details the text. What can you do after you read it one time?
Visual. Make the picture, the text now.
Visuals are the pictures that are in the reading.
Details.
But when you're done reading it one time, what can you do? What do we do when we read? Do we only read it one time? Do we only read Jose Gil one time?
Review.
No, we read lots of times. So when you read again, that means you what?
Details.
Review, review. Review means to read again and again. Each time you read it, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, you are reviewing it. Review the text to make sure that you understand. Preview means to read before, to look over before. Review means to read again after you read it one time. So make sure that you have all of your sentences typed in, that you spelled each word correctly, and then you can click on submit the quiz. Submit the quiz. Sarah, make sure that you go back and type that other sentence, number 5.
I lost.
I wrote it on the board.
No. This.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The stand over here.
Yeah. Oh, this is number 5, yeah.
Number 5. We have the number 3 and number 4.
This was, the middle section is called the body and the details.
Number 3. Number 2.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you weren't doing those with us, sorry. So number 2 is take notes. Number 3 is body.
Number 4.
Is details. So submit the quiz. And then go back to modules. If you're not ready to submit the quiz yet, you don't have to, Sarah. You can go back and type that sentence later. And go to number 9. Everyone go to number 9 in modules. You should see a discussion question. Okay, the discussion question, is everybody here at number 9?
It's number 9.
Yes, number 9. Nadia, are you number 9? Yeah. Alexander, number 9? Okay. So the discussion question says, why is it important to preview before you read? That means, why do I need to look at it before I read it? So if you are level 3, you can write your own sentences. If you're level 1 or 2, you can write with me, but we're going to click on reply. Click on reply at the bottom. And then we're going to type our answer. We can use one of these sentence starters. So when I preview a reading, I can, so when I look at what I'm going to read, what do I look at? I can look at the what? When you look at a reading, so when you look at a reading like this one, what's the first thing that you look at?
Title.
Yeah, the title or the visual. Right away. So we can go back and say, I can look at the title. And then back to your sentence starter, I can also look at the visuals. Many times I will look at the title and the visuals and I will try to guess, what do I think this is about? So I look at this one and I see fitting in, and I see some students.
Number 9.
Yes.
I don't-
Oh, number 9, and then click reply at the bottom. Hold on.
We can reply.
Mm-hmm. Click on reply there. And then you'll type in this text box. Yep, same as here.
Okay.
And then when you are finished writing that reply, you will click on post reply. Post reply, and when you do that, you'll see everybody else. You should be able to see all of everybody else replying. Artem and Nadia. So Sylvia, Sarah, and Alexander, when you are done, make sure that you click post reply at the bottom. You see post reply, yes? Let me see if I see it now. Yep, Alexander, Nadia, Artem, Sylvia, and Sarah, are you still typing? Okay, so when you're done and you have posted your reply, I want you to go back and do one of those CASAS questions that we talked about. So 5, 6, or 7.
What's to reply?
Sylvia and Alexander, I want you to do number 5. Everybody else, number 6. In the module, number 6. The CASAS practice. So go back and click on modules, and then Alexander, you'll do number 5, Sylvia number 5, everyone else number 6. And if you finish early, we only have 15 minutes, but if you finish early, try the next one. So if you did number 5, try number 6. If you did number 6, try number 7. But I want everybody to do at least one. So Sylvia, Alexander, number 5. Artem, Sarah, Nadia, number 6. Okay?
Okay. You have to post the fly.
Yes, click on post reply at the end of your discussion.